Hey guys, Pot Gaming here. I hope you're having a nice day. In this video, I wanted to discuss some information about the new Star Wars Battlefront 2, when will it be released, and what we want to see in it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. So first off, if you haven't seen the new trailer, a link will be below. You're going to want to see it. It looks awesome. So what is Star Wars Battlefront 2? Obviously we know the basics, but what's going to be in it? Star Wars Battlefront 2 is presumably a direct sequel to the 2015 original, building upon the gameplay formula introduced in the first game. It played very much like a mixture of Battlefield and Star Wars, albeit with a slew of fun, unique modes inspired by the movie franchise. EA has confirmed that Battlefront 2 will incorporate characters and elements from the new trilogy, so we can expect to see Finn, Rey, and possibly even BB-8 shooting up the place, which would be awesome. In a past conference, DICE told Eurogamer, "Our next Star Wars Battlefront will be even bigger, taking players into more locations and allowing them to play with more heroes and characters across multiplayer Star Wars eras." They also mentioned there'll be new ways to play, including all new single player campaign and much more that we're excited to share with our players in the next months ahead. Next, when will it be released? Electronic Arts confirmed in a recent investors call that Battlefront 2 is scheduled to launch in winter 2017. This would tie in directly with the release of Star Wars Episode 8, much like the first game did with 7. As everyone knows, there is no exact date yet that has been confirmed, but I expect it will be released the same time as the first one, which was around November 19th. Lastly, what do we want to see in the game? I've picked out the most obvious and needed things we want in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Improved solo campaign. Battlefront's single player offering was poor at best. It featured inconsequential wave based missions and underwhelming vehicle sections disguised as a solo campaign. The presence of challenges and leaderboards kept you coming back, but it was hardly the epic space opera Star Wars is renowned for. Battlefront 2 should subvert expectations with a bombastic solo campaign. Why not incorporate the large-scale battlefields of multiplayer into daunting single-player skirmishes, having us clash against armies of unstoppable forces? The return of space combat. Many of us went into Star Wars Battlefront expecting some jaw-dropping space battles. Instead, what we got was a wimpish example of dogfighting on a much smaller scale. Sure, you could pilot the Millennium Falcon and flip about in an X-Wing, but this was all done in a claustrophobic confines of a restricted skybox. Battlefront 2 has the perfect opportunity to blow us away with some genuinely monumental space combat. The elements of customization found in infantry combat transferred over to the platforms of the interplanetary spaceships would be awesome, leading an extra layer of personality to the game's multiplayer. Vehicle spawns. The vehicle icon thing in Star Wars Battlefront was a nice idea, but in practice it's a poor substitute for traditional vehicle spawn points. Running to grab a power up on the map before someone else does is effectively the same experience as making a mad dash for vehicles at the start of a match and getting shot before you have time to call in an X-Wing. It's an extremely frustrating experience. Star Wars Battlefront 2 should go back to the traditional vehicle model by having set areas where the vehicles spawn on the map. It would add a little more realism to the experience too, since you'd actually see someone hop in a ship or speeder as opposed to just disappearing into thin air. Personally, I would like to customize my guns and vehicles. Obviously you need to keep the original look and you don't want to be able to go over the top with customization just like the new COD games, but to a certain extent I would love to have that ability in the game. Also, being able to split screen online would be a cool little feature. So that's it for this video guys. If you have any thoughts on this game, what you want to see in it, anything else you want to say, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I hope you've enjoyed this video guys. Until next time, peace.